Have you ever asked yourself, what does it actually mean to be successful? I mean for real, not like mentioning Elon Musk or Mark Zuckerberg as an example. Recently I stumbled upon a podcast with Rick Rubin where his answer to this question was, successful is someone who enjoys their life, great at what they do, is curious and continually pushing forward and wanting to be better than they were yesterday without beating themselves up about it. I find this definition so elegant and brilliant. The pushing forward component especially resonates with me, and I want to bring up 3 key points I constantly come across. Point number 1. Here's the thing. There are 365 days in a year. The 0.99 represents the amount of effort slightly below the average, which is 1 in this case, and the 1.01 represents the amount of effort just a tiny bit above the average. The compounding effect over a year is tremendous between slightly below and slightly above the average, and I want to emphasize that we're not talking here about doing absolutely nothing or doing something extraordinary. We are talking about a slightest difference of 0.1 that makes a difference between a below average person or a successful one. Keep that in mind next time you're choosing between watching some trash TV shows or reading just one page of a good book that makes you just a tiny bit smarter and wiser. Point number 2. Airplane and crosswinds, example by Viktor Frankl from the 70s. Imagine an airplane needs to go from point A to point B, and there is a crosswind. Logically, you will end up not at the point B, but you will be south of the point B. You will have to fly a little bit north in order to land in point B. The crosswind in this example represents the deterministic chaos we call life. The same idea is for man. If we take him as he really is, we make him worse. We should always overestimate and push forward in order to land at the desired point B. I remember when I was a kid, I would dream to be an astronaut or jet pilot, and many years later, the childhood overestimation has landed me an engineering title. Not an astronaut, but I'm still pretty happy with it. Point number 3. You are the average of 5 people you hang out with the most. Throughout my entire life, I've seen so many examples of this rule, destroying potentially brilliant people. Your surroundings define you as a person in a way you can't even imagine. If the average 5 people you hang out with are borderline criminals or uneducated junkies or constantly negative people that have nothing to offer to this world but get high or constantly complain about something, guess what? You'll become just like them in no time. The thing about this rule is that it affects you just like radiation. You can't see it or feel it, but you're rotten from the inside without ever knowing it until it's too late. Always, and I mean always, surround yourself with people smarter and better than yourself in any way. You'll be very surprised how little time is needed in order to see the positive impact those people will have on your life. Remember those 3 principles and subscribe if you want to learn something new and be better than you were yesterday.